Generally speaking, if you're someone who's newer and you don't mind spending money or have budget to spend money in a game like Marvel Snap, the best bundles to be buying is, one, you buy the season pass and the super premium pass are the two best things to start on because they're both a card for $10 plus extras. The next best thing after that is the gold pass. And then if you're something of a small fish who's going to be spending a good chunk more than that, you're going to occasionally buy a $50 or $100 bundle. Usually at the start of each season, and sometimes in the middle, there's a 100 USD bundle that has a giant amount of progression currency in it and extra variants for cards. And part of the reason past people just using it to complain. Another part of the reason why I haven't computed the raw number is because computing the raw number. Are we playing a beer? I think we're playing a beer. Oh no, wait. This is a weird world. No, it's theirs. Oh, they're just Thanos tech slop. Yeah, they're just Thanos tech slop. The exact price to figure out what it costs to actually get everything is gonna vary a lot depending on what bundles run and like which cards you already have in your collection. So it gets like pretty murky, for lack of a better word. Oh, they are Airshim. They are, aren't they? Hey, thank you to the anonymous gifter who gifted a sub. Appreciate that. Cerebro? Sedge. Yes, like tomorrow is a Mercury Cannonball bundle. Speaking of big bundles like what I'm talking about. All right, Pete, I need you to pull the Goliath out here.
Opponent snapped.
My situation is a little different from the norm. I finished the key system with about 100,000 tokens, so I bought all the cards I didn't have, and I still have 60,000 tokens. And I've been able to keep getting every single card while only spending $10 a month. Actually, your situation isn't that abnormal. That is a very common situation that a number of people in Hoaglandia are also experiencing. Nice, Boomer Snap Nerd. Get crushed.
Victory.
I've heard from a number of people that they are literally. In fact, I forget who it was. One of our community members was like, they stopped buying the gold pass because they were getting every card on release and their tokens weren't going down. Too Tall, thank you for the almost 2 years. Welcome back. And of course, they're gonna sit here and fucking sweat because they're a nerd. I know this is a blistering take, given how negative so many people are in social media about this game in so many places, but Marvel Snap's current economy is probably genuinely the most generous economy a successful digital card game has ever had. With the point that we are at today, it's so incredibly generous. Gotta play Black Cat this turn, unfortunately.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
I see you throwing the word successful in there to exclude Runeterra. Yes, I did that on purpose. My lifetime spending's been pretty high, but I recently dropped down my token count, and I recently dropped down my spending about 25 bucks a month. My tokens haven't gone down. Yep. And that's honestly, that's another thing Marvel Snap has been very good about, is Marvel Snap makes it so you can kind of have saved money for the future in a way. Or like there isn't, I don't think I've ever played another game where like my advancement, like Pocket's a good example, right? Like I probably spent a close to similar amount in Pocket when that game first launched. I was regularly spending in Snap, but I have no resources paid ahead in that game. If I wanted to come back and play Pocket, one of the deciding reasons I didn't go back to playing Pocket with this expansion was because I didn't want to have to spend $200 or $300 to open 3 packs of the new set. Whereas like with Snap, I took a giant break, and that was fine because I had so many collector's tokens built up, it just kept paying itself forward. There's nothing more fitting than the boomer snapper who decides to sweat 2 to 10, losing 10 to 0. Nice tech slot, bud. Next. On to the next one. I only ever buy the Battle Pass and the Gold Pass, and I recently hit non-seasonal collection complete a week ago. I've only had a couple of seasonal cards, though. Yeah, it's another way to approach it, too, if you want to get everything at a budget-efficient rate. Let's get all the non-seasonal stuff first, because they're cheaper. You know, I honestly feel like that's part of... That's part of... You hear people ask, like, where's the series drops, because that was a thing once upon a time, and I feel like it doesn't get mentioned nearly enough that like we functionally have what are similar to series drops baked into the Snap system with the seasonal caches, right? They don't become completely free, but they do step down in price very, very markedly. All right, classic Cerebro gaming. Let's see if X-Mansion screws us here. Sling Dinger, thank you for the 21 months. Welcome back.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Hopefully this messes up their Prodigy. Cool.
All systems go.
Victory.
Pete's such a solidly disruptive card these days. So lovely. Yes, completely agree slash cosign. The rotating ticker in the shop is one of the biggest issues with the increasing Series 5. Series 4, 5 stuff. I mean, I gotta twist my arm. Think we're dead here. My draw's real awkward. And these bar sinisters are very good for like Invisible Woman. Yes, the point of the rotating shop is a login engagement driver to get people to open the app several times per day. One of the KPIs for success that applications measure in 2025 is how many daily users you have and how often and how much time those users are spending in your application. Yes, it's very carefully designed, just like how the free tokens and credits are at the bottom of the shop, so you have to scroll past the deals in order to see them. That's exactly correct. Some fun truffle shuffle here on this last turn. Actually, do I do this? I could do this, yeah?
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Juked. Sedge. Alright, Nocturne, don't fuck me on this, girl. Why not play the second Cerebro? I'm going to leave that as an exercise to the reader. If you're not sure why we're not playing the second Cerebro, you're not qualified to play this deck. She really makes for some tricky spots. Oh, sorry, Mr. LJ. Can you replace Prodigy in this deck? I think you lose a considerable amount of power if you try and play Mystique instead of Prodigy. But it's not strictly worse, it's just different.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
So fun fact, this is not a 50-50 where Spider-Man jumps to. Whenever possible, Spider-Man will always prioritize moving to a location where he can drag one of your opponent's cards there. What does this mean? It means that in this instance, because Pete can't pull anything to the left, he won't jump to the left. All right, I need this to flip a coin profitably one more time. Should we Prodigy Spider-Man? Just give up on the Cerebro Dream? That could be right, honestly. Like I open this up here. I don't hate it, honestly. We're probably supposed to just leave. Because they're still gonna add like 8 over here, right? And I have priority. We could be 6-6 this way.
Escaped. Snap. Victory.
Dark Dimension real bad for them. I like watching the Golden Gauntlets because every game players are trying hard like this. I think it's really funny that you comment that while I've been snapping on turn 1 almost every game. Huh? Yeah, we ruined our Cerebro, but we ruined their Jocasta? I guess? Okay, then I'm gonna snap here, so that way both of these have a chance to jump center. Oh wait, Invisible Woman doesn't, Invisible Woman shit. She doesn't work on the Eyeless Islands. I think this is still the line. This is less good than it otherwise could have been. Like, I was thinking I get to take the points off the Theta, but I don't. Okay, I'm good. It took a minute, but it finally ended.
Victory.
What I started. This deck is such a weird mix of cards. Playing with this deck, I'm starting to see how it had competitive stats on Untapped. It's a really fun mix of disruption, yeah. Make sure you play some games with this now before the OTA on Thursday makes it unplayable by giving one of these cards +1 or -1. Nocturne goes back to 3-5 like we've been asking. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I have been asking for that one. Shadow King to 2-3. I mean, if anything, I could see Shadow King going back to 3-3. This does not work how I want it to. So I need to move Nocturne into here. Well, I'm glad I didn't snap, I guess.
Escaped.
This matchup seems like a nightmare for us. They've got Merlin and Nico to flip locations randomly. Any idea if we're ever going to get character banter on the board? I would be absolutely shocked if they ever implemented that. It seems like an incredible lift in a variety of ways for something that does not remotely directly monetize.
Oh, snap.
I must say, playing Mercury and Nocturne with Prodigy is fun in terms of sequencing as well. You can put Hawkeye and Domino over all the 2-drops and get a slot for Luke Cage and something else. I mean, I could also slam my hand in a car door intentionally, but I don't think that's something I'd want to do. Cloak's been pretty whatever. Her card's probably not great, but Invisible Woman and Spider-Man in particular are like genuinely very good cards in this deck and a big part of why it's competitive. Invisible Woman helps protect our namesake from interaction in spots like this one. And Spider-Man is so good against the end of turn deck like we saw in the previous match. Why not Black Cat instead of Mercury filling that slot? Because I want to spend my energy this turn. This has got to be enough, yeah. I don't think I want to gamble with Nocturne. If they snap me, I'll need to reposition though, because Bob will be moving. I have 30 in the center, yeah. Because Prodigy. Pretty big boys. Pretty big boys.
Victory.
The key to not being disappointed in life, chat, is low expectations. And I gotta say, I had very minimal expectations going into this set, and I've been thoroughly blown away. Said Esme doesn't make this list. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think she's better than any of the threes we're already playing. I don't think you could play another.
Opponent snapped.
Oh, shit. Oh, no good. Rocket Pad goes before Bob. Damn it, Bob. Damn it, Bobbert. Okay, cool. Be cool. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. Everybody be cool.
Snap.
Let's get the chips in here, Dinomath. Yes, guaranteed to have at least one Cerebro through Cosmic Ghost Rider. Which is nice. We'll have 30, 20, 30. It's a shame we don't have priority and can't wipe the wolf out guaranteed. Still have 21 on the left. Oh, I forgot about their Mr. Fantastic. That's fine, though. Oh, I also forgot about my zombie Scarlet Witch. Get cooked. This deck is gas, chat. Like, really super, super interesting mix of cards. Really, really clever mix of disruption and positioning. I want to make it very clear that this is a deeply low bar. But this is definitely the best Cerebro 4 deck I've ever played. Yeah. The Black Cat and Shadow King nerfs really just looking superb here, huh? We're definitely going to play some more of this, but we do need to take a brief pause for the cause to let some adverts roll. Appreciate everybody hanging out here. Don't go anywhere, gamers. If you're watching this on YouTube and you enjoy my daily Marvel Snap content, make sure you tap the like button on whatever video you're currently watching. Appreciate the folks that do that. Cat nerfs. Our weekly missions all done. Excellent. Level 81. Remember when Zombie Scarlet Witch was a 3-2 and bad at the beginning of the month? Good work on Second Dinner's part. Yeah, I agree. They've really the zombie cards this season really feel like a testament to Second Dinner's design and balance, right? Like very they shot, they missed, they corrected quickly, and now we have good playable fun cards. That's all I want. I'm a very reasonable person. I don't expect perfection. Game design is hard. I just expect people to be willing to try. Marlin, thanks for trying here in Hoaglandia for the last year and a half. Appreciate you dropping off that Prime sub again and helping make what I do here possible. Thanks for keeping me around. How long until Zombie Galacti gets extra point of power or 2? OTA after this one, I wager. Hopefully they put him right to 6 points. Oh, I don't think I shared this on stream yet because it's really funny. So we ordered pizza from a new place over the weekend on Halloween evening. And my kids really like breadsticks or dough nuggets or whatever. So we ordered their bread balls or dough nuggets or whatever they called. And we ordered something that said it was for 5 to 7 people. And Christy goes, gosh, it's kind of expensive, but I guess we wanted, we had 11 people over. So we're like, we'll get an order for 5 to 7 people. And I got to the place and this is what they handed me with the pizzas. Just literally an entire catering tray full of dough nuggets. Yeah, I was like, are they expecting 5 to 7 people to be like only eating this for their meal? So it's like a deep fried bread type thing. Are they deep fried? Maybe they're not fried. They're fried. Deep fried probably. I don't know exactly. Oh my goodness, we're playing a beer match. We're in the finals of a gold conquest, playing a schmear match. What a rigged game.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
All right, I don't have a Cerebro in sight, so let's see if Nocturne can choose violence here. I just got back and I'm missing a significant number of cards. Is it better to just buy Series 4 packs or hold on to tokens and wait for the day for specific cards? So, the piece of advice I constantly give out is that you should only be buying packs if you should only be buying packs if you expect to spend enough money to eventually become collection complete or seasonal cards complete. But if you're not sure, or you definitely don't intend to spend that much money, I would recommend not gambling on packs at all, and instead just buying specific cards you want for your collection. They also have the Prodigy We're Cooked, but I don't really want to play a beer, so let's just get it over with. You know, it's funny. I always have people periodically like, Jeff, when you give advice like that, you just don't understand because you have all the cards or you have all of everything. And it's just like, my dear gamers, I play plenty of games like Genshin Impact and DC Dark Legions and other ones with loot boxes that like aren't my job. And I very explicitly budget my resources and plan accordingly in those other games. And don't have everything because I don't need everything. If making Marvel Snap videos wasn't my job and I was just playing it for fun, I don't know that I would be collection complete. Because there would be plenty of cards like Zombie Galacti that I just very clearly didn't need. Bought Warlock immediately and still haven't used him once. I mean, to be fair, Warlock would probably be one of the cards I would have bought. Warlock's my jam. I like She-Hulk. Ooh, knowing they don't have Reality Stone is big game. Enjoy your Destroyer, gamer. Although I guess to do a double take on that, Marvel Snap's latest economy changes has made this game cheap enough that after the latest economy iteration, I probably would have gotten everything. Because it's just so cheap. In comparison.
Snapped.
All right, let's see if they also have Enchantress. The tech options for C4 are actually really interesting. I agree, Kamikulo. It's got a lot of really cool angles between Spider-Man and Shadow King and Mercury for disruption, and Nocturne for location control, and Invisible Woman to have counterplay into some opposing tech cards. There's a lot of good going on. A lot of decision making related cards. All right, Enchantress me, Daddy.
Victory.
Them burning Reality Stone early seems good for us again. Oh, baby. I can Cerebro the center, and then I can cloak them out, and then I can Prodigy one of them. Am I allowed to show Strange eating himself on stream? God damn it. This fucking game. Yeah, I suppose I could move 2 out and then Prodigy here, and then we'll have 2 Prodigy Cerebros. That is how that works. Sedge. Probably dead at this point. They don't snap us, we'll stay, because we could top deck a Shadow King. But if they snap, I'm not staying for Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Opponent snapped.
Very, very bad use of the mechanic here from our opponent.
Escaped.
Not understanding they need to press the button before their advantage becomes clear. They should have. Opponent should have snapped before they played the location change there. Bad set of locations for us. Take you over here.
Escaped.
Man, I will say the mechanics of playing Cerebro optimally in Conquest are really dry. Like it's definitely a pretty skillful thing, and you can mitigate your variant, but man, there's a lot of just like waiting for your moment. Alright, so not a Cerebro game.
Opponent snapped.
I have 2 draws at Shadow King. What do we think of this? Hey, Retroid, thanks for the over 3 years. Appreciate you hanging out. Welcome back. So I have 16 on the left. I'll have 24 in the middle. We'll have 8 over here. Seems fine. They do have 8 energy though. With five cards in hand. Shang's in their output range, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they're not playing it.
Victory.
Feels like one that could go either way here. Dragsy27, thank you for the almost 3 years. Appreciate you hanging out. Welcome back. Like how I put the Mr. Negative in the deck. Poor untap struggling here. I would say Eliath is in their output range before Shang, most likely.
Opponent snapped.
Merlin could screw me. But otherwise, I think we're in a good spot. Merlin and Eliath are concerns. They need more energy? Do you ever Cerebro now because they're all in anyways? I didn't want them. So they took priority here, which means they can Eliath me, but they can't what's the word I'm searching for? They can't Ghost Rider first steps me. And we haven't seen Eliath yet, but we have seen Ghost Rider first steps. Got him. Cool. So this is why we waited to play Cerebro. All the energy we had.
Victory.
Was pretty sweet. I'm gonna be honest with you, chat. Apologies to Aaron, who we just beat, but I think I'm gonna forfeit this next Infinite Conquest match to whoever we queue into, and I'm gonna go play the lower ones. I really just don't want to sweat that bad. It's a Monday, chat. I don't wanna work this hard. This is very long and stressful. I just wanna like move my cards around the board. Give out a freebie here. I thought maybe I wanted to grind Infinite Conquest, but after that slog against their pile of tech stuff, I'm like, nah, yeah, I've had enough. Let's just play. Let's just play some casual snap. That was a lot. Norf, thank you for the almost 2.5 years. Appreciate you re-upping that primer. Welcome back. I'd feel worse if they were playing a deck that was more fun. Oh no! Head pull! Chat, my black cat's in danger. My black cat's in danger! I wonder what this matchup is like. We've got Shadow King for a dash of disruption.
Spider-Man here.
Immediately missing the Killmonger band. Yep. Yep. Mood. All right, assuredly we top deck Cerebro at some point in our next 2 cards, yes? Every time?
I want the throne.
Venom or Carnage over here. Carnage, yep.
I definitely need to change my
Hopefully they keep priority so our Shadow King's a little better here. We ideally want our zombie to go middle. Perfection. Oh, not quite enough NRG, huh? Oh. We just do this, spread it around a little bit. Hopefully they don't have anything too crazy. They did get, what's it called after all? Mercury being able to finagle around the board feels real clean as a 3/4. She's like she's the real good change overall. Very playable card feels like from our session today still.
Oh, snap.
Pete was trying to save her life, Chip.
Spider-Man here.
He was too late. Cloning Vats is kind of scary, but at the oh, you know what actually? Is it ever Hope? Then I could play 2 3s on 5. Yeah, I think it's Hope, so I could play 2 3s on 5. With Shadow King, Cloning Vats a little bit less scary. They also have Moira Carnage, so they kind of have their own Cloning Vats anyways. If I do this, next turn I have 6. And then I could go 3, 3. And then I'll have 9 on the last turn. I don't need 9 on the last turn with Cloak though, right? 8 is plenty. If they're copying death every time they do this, it's potentially problematic. If they're not copying death, we're in a decent spot. Okay, so the 3 cards they were copying were Venom, Moira, Carnage. All right, Doctor, don't screw me, girl. You got this. We can't play a 3-drop into the left either. No, I'm gonna slide Doctor. Oh no! Nocturne! Nocturne, what? Nocturne! Oh, Nocturne. We won the game anyways! Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Sometimes lucky rubber ducky. Yeah, their hand must have just been trash. They shouldn't have been doing that. I don't know why they were copying when they didn't have anything going on. We're gonna sit here and sweat 2 to 10 gamer. Hello.
Oh, snap.
Tempest in me. Thank you for the 35 months. You know what, gamers? It's the last day of the season. I'm feeling generous. I think Kago Plush needs this silver ticket significantly more than we do. I'm gonna go ahead and say Kago Plush. You know what? I've tested my Cerebro deck. The matchup seems fine. I had a good time. You add this silver ticket to your collection, and we can go our separate ways. Honestly, this is what I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna keep this in the deck editor. This might be a deck we use to do some climbing with next season when things kick off. I guess we'll want to play new cards when the new season kicks off. I mean, I was really impressed with this. The mixture of Black Cat and Bob being really efficient stat sticks, Invisible Woman letting you have counterplay into counterplay like Enchantress and Cosmic Ghost Rider, Mercury and Nocturne not only being location variance mitigation and an anti-move card, but also like letting you maneuver for Prodigy really cleanly, Shadow King being a really good piece of disruption right now. This is easily the most powerful and consistent feeling Cerebro 4 variation I've ever played between the low curve and the really efficient disruption.